Welcome back. This is The Intake, and I'm Mike. I've got a couple of shout-outs and a little update on my under 1,000 subscriber group build 24. Not a lot on it, but I think what I did is kind of cool, so I'm kind of excited to show you. But first off, I got this card. I've seen a lot of people get it. Red Barn Model Works by Don over there. Great model builder. Thank you for the nice words on the back. Unbelievable model shop. And that's so cool. I wish I had one of them. I wish I had a place for it. That is so neat. I do know I haven't been watching enough of his videos, and I'm going to go back and probably drive him crazy because I'm going to watch a whole bunch. So I've seemed to do that. You know, YouTube, you get out of their algorithm and you don't get to see them anymore. Or they get out of your algorithm. I don't know how it works, but when I find somebody I haven't seen in a while, I just watch a whole bunch of their videos. Try to make up for it, and maybe they get back in my suggestions. So, Don, thank you for the card. Awesome. Love that shop, buddy. And then I got one more, Chris's House of Plastic. Great guy. A great model builder. He just finished up that Land Rover. Really cool build. Seen his Jeep on Cars and Coffee. Another great guy. Another cool guy in the community. Thank you so much for the nice words on the back. I appreciate it. Appreciate your card. I love the card. Very cool. Everybody check them out. You got to check these guys out. Good channels. They need some loving. Some views. So I'm working on that Impala, 70 Impala, the fire chief car. And I'm going to make it a fire chief. First, I'm going to show you this kit has been reissued a whole bunch of times. So there's all different versions of it, and a lot of those pieces are in the car, in the kit, I should say. And so I was doing ride height. The backs, with the wheels I'm going to use, the backs sit like almost perfect. With those wide wheel wells, they look really cool. The fronts, I don't know how I'm going to show you this. Spindles. So these spindles, this is just white glued in place. That works pretty good, but I'm just trying it out. I gotta get a look at this. This is for the lowrider, or you could go up in the air if you really want. But you spun it down, you spin it up, and it lowers the car. So I'm gonna see what it looks like low with a nice, get a nice rake on the thing. Thought it was kind of cool that was in there. Since it's just a basic fire chief car, and the directions show none of that stuff. You gotta piece through it and see what you can figure out what's what. There's even a little chain steering wheel and all that cool stuff. So I am going to do the stacks. So I've been messing with that. Figuring out how I want to go with it. I might lower them depending on how high they stick out of the hood. I might try to lower them if I have time. So I did a lot of work on this. It's in primer now, thank goodness. Looks really good. When I got out of primer, I'm like, wow, not a lot of work. So I did a little more work. This is the custom front end and rear end comes in it with the lenses. But I'm not using that. I had to put that in there because this A-pillar just kept breaking on me. I even put styrene on the back of this A-pillar inside here, glued it in for support. I used, suggestion was the, well, I did super glue, I did regular glue, I did Tamiya glue, I even did, sprue glue. I thought that was like, right away, I'm using sprue glue. Nothing stops it from, any little twist and that thing cracks. Any little flex in the body, and so delicate, I don't know what to do with it. So, my latest endeavor was to use super glue and then the accelerator, and sometimes that really hardens it up real well. So I've got that holding it right now, but I put this front end in to stop any shifting along with the temporary support I put in. But what I really got excited about, let me back up 1 second. A couple of little things. I got to fix this again because it cracked. I got to work on that a little bit. And then I messed up this panel line here on the bottom of the door. So I got to go back and fix that. Maybe a little bit of sanding here where I took off the Impala symbol. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Getting to the hood. I didn't want just a rectangular hole cut out. So I went ahead and I made that. You can see it right like that. Give you some angles on it. It's pretty cool. What I did was I first took some, I don't even know what is it, 0.20 sheet styrene, and I did a form around here. I glued it in and I formed it up. And then I have epoxy sculpt, which I have it right here, which is a 2-part epoxy, like it turns into, it looks like a putty. And let me show you. You get these 2 containers and you mix them together just like any epoxy. And you have quite a bit of time. You let it sit for like 10, 15 minutes. Well, actually it says 15 minutes. And then you have a lot of time to work with it, actually. And I formed that around there. The epoxy sculpt, Tommy Moore is the guy who mentioned that he uses it a lot. And it does. It really forms it. So I shaped it all, and I sanded it a little. I put it in the dehydrator for an hour and a half or so. And then I sanded it a little bit, and then I used spot putty, Bondo spot putty, glazing putty, and kind of cleaned it up and shaped it up a bit. And it ended up working out pretty good. I'm pretty darn happy with it. As far as the vents, I wasn't going to eliminate them completely. My wife's like, no, I like those little vents. I like the details. So what I did was I eliminated them behind the scoop or the opening. And then I just left them equal on both sides. It looks kind of good. Came out all right. So that's where I'm at. That's my update. I'm really happy with it. It's going together pretty good. It's a decent kit, a little flash here and there. So far, no major problems. A lot of cool parts. I'm real happy with that. I might get another one because I really like that front end. I think that front end's cool. It has the roll pan that goes under it and a different roll pan for the other rear bumper. It has all the lenses, like I said. So I may do a different one. Maybe a lowrider. I don't know. It doesn't give you the lowrider wheels and tires, though. It just gives you a couple of varieties. Nice Craigers in there. So, that's my update. I'll stop talking. Thanks for watching and appreciate all my subscribers. Don and Chris, thank you so much for your cards. I'll leave their information in the description, so if you want to go check them out, please do. Y'all take care now. Thank you.